Thanks so much, Mary. So I understand that you have an additional question. Mary Armour, LCSW, a private practice clinician with a growing and thriving practice. What's your question, Mary?
I really have a two-part question. I recently relocated, and some of the social workers that I just knew them through congregations and summer
Mhm,
camps and
mhm.
schools. I was honored they were calling me to consult on a few different questions. Sometimes it's having to do with new regulations. Sometimes it's about a client. It can be really be anything. And it just hit me this weekend. I really want to capture, somehow I want to capture, you know, what we talk about, what's current, what's on their minds.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's really poignant, and therapists continue to go through so much through the
Yeah.
pandemic. So my question is about eventually, like, I talk a little bit about maybe someday we'll do supervision together. Some of them are
Yes.
younger, some of them are older.
Mhm.
And also, I want to put it into some kind of compilation. I don't know if it would be audio or a book, but I'm really wanting to capture this energy.
Yeah. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. So, I mean, I think it's a great idea to capture it. And I think that, being as you are an experienced therapist and you're also an experienced leader in the mental health and nonprofit world, I think that you have a tremendous amount to offer. So I think capturing it, I would, maybe consider just jotting it down, date, their first name and what the question was, right? Um, and then you can kind of use that if you do decide that you're going to go ahead and add that supervision component. You can blog post some of those questions on your website as a way, and you pose it as a question, right? So, like a question might be, how do I discuss privacy with a client without making them feel uncomfortable, right? So, you would post whatever it is in a question form on your blog post, and then that way it's searchable. So you get other people who are asking the same question, they'll find that question when you pose it in that question form. So I would absolutely just take note, let them know that, you appreciate them coming to you and that you're going to keep this information so that you can go ahead and use it to help other therapists down the road. And again, I wouldn't, I would write their first name down and, obviously you might want to change the name or just note the
Yeah,
question when you're actually sharing it in another format, you know?
definitely.
Okay, terrific.
And I think they're pretty open to coming for supervision at some point, but
Mm,
they don't always need a whole session time. And I'm actually not sure how to say, let's just do what we do as needed. And at some point, I might cluster a few calls, or we might meet in person or something.
yeah, I think that's a great idea. And the other thing is maybe you could do it, once every 2 weeks and have them jot down their questions for those 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then that way it might be a whole hour of supervision as opposed to kind of
Okay.
like bit, bits here and there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That's a great idea. Thank you. That really is definitely my next suggestion.
Okay, terrific. You're so welcome, Mary. I hope this was helpful.
It was. Take care.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
Bye.